Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and to this video. This will be an intro for many videos to come. I'm bringing to you my makeup collection in several parts. This is going to be an overall view of my collection for you guys so you can see what I have. Also, I can try and answer questions for you in terms of my experience with these products. I just want to make you guys aware of what's lurking in my collection in case you haven't seen me using them on film, which there's a lot of things that you probably haven't seen me use. And so if they're products that you're interested in hearing about or having my opinion on or having a full review or wear test or what have you, please leave all of that in the comments below. Let's go ahead and get into the video. So today's collection video is primers and setting sprays. Let's start with face primers. I have a few here. I'll do some stick primers first. The first one is from Hard Candy. It is the Sheer Envy Coconut Water Primer Stick. This is one that's recommended by Emily Noel. It is this blue solid. There you go, you can see it. And this is extremely hydrating. I actually like to use this on my under eye days where I need a little bit of extra hydration. It smells rather nice, and these were about $10 at Walmart. Next is a mini Milk Makeup Blur Stick. If you're not familiar with what it looks like, here it is. This absolutely will extend the longevity of your makeup if you can get it to apply to your face without balling up. I would love if you have any suggestions on how to use this product down in the comments below. But it is extremely dry and powdery feeling, even though it's in a stick form. This is the Pure Hydrogel Lift, and it's supposed to be an under eye primer before you put your concealer on. I just don't find that it does a whole lot in terms of actually hydrating or firming up under my eyes. I feel like it's just an extra added layer that just doesn't do any favors for my under eye. Let's go ahead and do the little sample size ones that I have here. The first one is the Professional in the Pearl formula. So this is the Luminous Professional. I just got this little sample with another purchase. And then my last sample size primer is the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. And here it is right here. You may have seen or heard me talk about this in another video. I'm pretty much planning on using this one at this point for my sister's wedding. It is a silicone-based primer, but I do find that it absolutely extends the longevity of my makeup, and that's something I'm looking for in a primer for my sister's wedding day. Then we have a couple of primers that I have received from BoxyCharm. The first one is the Dr. Brandt's Pores No More Luminizer Primer right here. This is definitely a luminous primer, but not say as luminous as the Becca Backlight Primer, if that gives you any idea of how this performs. I do think that this one does also slightly extend the longevity of my makeup when I wear this underneath. And then the other one from BoxyCharm is very new. I've only used this once, but this is the Cover FX Blurring Primer. And I'm excited to try it. I've been wanting to try a primer from Cover FX, and the Blurring Primer sounds like a good choice for me. And then I do have another drugstore primer here from NYX. This was the very first primer that I ever bought when I started my journey in beauty. And this one is called the Shine Killer. This is a clear gel dimethicone heavy primer. It will absolutely keep your makeup on all day, but I don't recommend it for everyday use simply because dimethicone or silicone can be pore clogging. And if you already struggle with that, this is not for you. However, it would be a good one for special events. This is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. This is the one I'm currently panning for my 2018 Project Pan. I really do like this one. I think of the two Becca primers that people talk about the most, the Backlight and the First Light Primer, this one would be ideal for somebody with dry skin or anybody if it was during the winter months, which is when I tend to use this one. This one is more hydrating. If you want to glow to the gods, this is also the one for you. But however, I do prefer the Becca First Light Primer. This is a sample size, obviously, and it is almost gone. So I did go ahead and pick up the full size Becca First Light Primer when it was on sale during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. This one absolutely does extend the longevity of my makeup, in my opinion. The liquid in it is actually the exact same color as this packaging on the deluxe size. Good grief. But also here you can see through the frosted glass, that is the color of the primer. And actually what's really nice about this purple is that it cancels out any unevenness in your skin tone. It's kind of a little bit color correcting, but mostly it just evens out your skin tone and gives a really nice base for foundation application. And like I said, for me as an oily girl, this does increase the longevity of my makeup, whereas this one might for somebody with dry skin, but it doesn't for me. This is too moisturizing to do anything for my makeup other than make it really smooth. And a little bit of the Becca primers does go a long way, so I feel like that adds to the value of the primers in that it will last you a really long time. I also wanted to include in these videos my numbers in each category. Again, this is also a personal inventory, as well as I think it will give you guys insight into where my brain is at in terms of project planning, in terms of actually buying new things. Maybe it will give you insight on how my thought processes work during my stash or trash videos based on my numbers in individual categories. So for face primers, I do have 11. Next is eye primers. Most of these are sample size, but I do have a few full size. All of these sample size I did receive for free with various purchases and or from a friend. I did get, this is my second tube of the Urban Decay primer potion, and this is the anti-aging edition. I do really like this. This absolutely helps my eyeshadow to stay in place all day, no matter what's happening, if I'm sweating, if it's raining or whatever. If I need my eyeshadow to last for a long time, I do use this one, and I very much like it. The second one, again, is a sample size, and this is the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. This is it right here. This is very much the same color and the same consistency of the Urban Decay one. I received this as a free gift when I purchased my Lorac Mega Pro 2 palette. And then the last sample size of eyeshadow primer is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance 24-Hour Anti-Crease Eyeshadow Primer. Long name, tiny little tube, and I did receive this again for free when I purchased my Clover palette from TooFaced.com. And the rest of these are full size. The first one I found at Marshall's. I love to hunt me down some makeup deals at Marshall's, and I was very excited to see this and purchase this there. And this is the Kat Von D Color Correcting Eyeshadow Primer in the shade Light. And then this is what it looks like. It's a little, almost like a shadow stick, you know, it rolls up and down. The consistency is very similar to the NYX jumbo eye pencils in Milk and the various other colors. I absolutely feel like this increases the longevity of my eyeshadow for sure. And then one of the first primers that I bought, and honestly, since I do have the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, I probably don't need this one, but I do still use it. And this is the NYX eyeshadow base. It says for 100 times more vivid color. And that's exactly what it is. It's one of these little pots, and you'll see inside that it does have a white product in there, and you can just tap this on your eyelids and apply shadow over top. And when I do colorful eye looks, I do like this one. I just think the Jumbo Pencil in Milk makes it a little bit faster to apply and blend out. And then the last thing that I consider an eye primer is the NYX Glitter Primer. and I do really like this one. I haven't got to use it a whole lot, but I do like it, and I do find that it gives a nice tacky base for which you can press more glitter or metallic shadows on top, and, you know, significantly decrease the chance that you're gonna have glitter fall out on your face. And so for eye primers, I have 6. Lastly, we're going to talk about setting sprays, and let's go ahead and go with my oldest one. This isn't a Mario Badescu bottle, but this is actually the Pixie Makeup Fixing Mist with rose water and green tea. The sprayer on this one sucks, so when I finished the Mario Badescu, I went ahead and poured the Pixie one in here, and I am actually panning it currently. I actually prefer this for skincare. Feels very nice to spray on my face at night after I've used like a vitamin C thing or a toner or something where you might have a little bit of tingling or burning. Hopefully not burning. Next is the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. You possibly have seen this before on my channel. I did receive this in BoxyCharm, but I would repurchase this. The mister on this is phenomenal, and it is illuminating, but it's not glittery or anything like that, so I do highly recommend it. Next is one that I picked up on the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, and it is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I did purchase this at half price, and I'm glad that I did because I really don't think that this is all that fantastic. I think some people would really like that this essentially has no scent to it, but I actually don't mind a scented setting spray. I do like this one both as a primer before I apply makeup as well as a setting spray when I need to, as much as possible, improve the longevity of my makeup wear. This is a good one for that. So I do like it. I may try one of the scented ones now that they have them. This is just okay for me. It's not become a ride or die product just yet, but there you go. And then this was a recent purchase again at Marshall's, and I was there again last night, and they had a ton of this. And this is the Pearlescence Coconut Rose Hydrating Face Mist, and you get 8 ounces of product in here, which is phenomenal. It does come in a nice glass bottle, which I think is kind of bougie and nice. And I'm pretty sure I paid either $6.99 or $7.99 for this, which is a great deal considering how much you get out of this. I do believe I have heard Lauren May Beauty talk about hauling this from Marshall's, and I really like it. The mister is nice. It does not, I do not smell the coconut in this, however. I do just mostly smell the rose. But I like it. This is just a good one for setting down the powders on your face. In my opinion, it does not increase the longevity of your makeup, but a lot of my setting sprays don't, because a lot of times in order to increase the longevity of your makeup through a setting spray, it's going to have alcohol or alcohol denate in it, and my skin does not react well with that, either one of those things, so I tend not to buy them. And then the last ones that I have here, one is open and one is unopened, and that is MAC Fix Plus. I did purchase these on the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I had previously had tried just this little MAC Fix Plus, and I've saved the bottle for travel purposes, but I really like this specifically for foiling eyeshadows, which may sound ridiculous to some people, but I actually, like I said, I've had quite a few reactions to different setting sprays, especially when used to foil eyeshadow on my eyelids, and that's not something I'm willing to mess around with. I really do like MAC Fix Plus. It has a really nice, what they call an herbal smell. It's so faint. It is essentially water and glycerin. It's not something I would purchase at full price, but these were half off again on the 21 Days of Beauty, so I did go ahead and just stock up. So for setting sprays, I do have 6. So now you have seen all of my primers and my setting sprays. I really hope you guys are going to enjoy this collection series on my channel. I am planning to upload these during the time that I'm in Nebraska for my sister's wedding, because while I'm going to be away and enjoying family and not filming and things like that, I do want to be consistent with uploading content that you want to see. So I hope all of your makeup days are beautiful makeup days, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!